Hey guys, Tyler here. Welcome back to Inscryption Kaycee's mod. I'm on challenge level 3 and I've unlocked a new starter deck. There's 8 of them, which is pretty crazy. That's a lot of options. I might as well try the new starter deck, the bone related deck. And now I have to have 30 challenge points in order to get to the next challenge level. So I'm going to take tipped scales. I start all battles with 1 damage on my side of the scales. And that's just going to make it harder. I have to get 6 points to win instead of the usual 5 now. And I'm also going to have boss battles stay totem battles. I think that's a cool modifier. And those two get me up to 30 challenge points. So let's lock it in, start the run. So here's my new deck. I have a Rat King. It's a 2-cost 2/1 that gives 4 bones when dies. I have an Alpha that costs 5 bones. It's a 1/2 that will buff the creatures adjacent to it. I have a Warren, which is a 1 mana 0/2 that says when a card bearing this sigil is played, a rabbit is created in your hand. A rabbit is defined as 0 power, 1 health. And then I get 2 cards, which I can make whatever. Bad news is this looks really hard. I'm not too big a fan of the starting cards I have. It's going to be very tough, I think. So we'll hope that the pelts I have can exchange for something better. Hair pelts. Bad news is I only have a couple attackable 1-costers, but the mole might not be too bad. It's a 1-cost defensive unit. It leaps in front of opposing attackers, and it basically soaks up 4 damage, so that's not bad. Could combo well with the Alpha. And then I'm going to go with the Worker Ant because it's basically a 1/2. Like, I want 1-cost cards in my deck. Improves consistency, gives me a good place to start, and I'm on this area. I'm going to go to the left, get a sacrifice down right away. I think I'm just going to immediately get the 2-cost card out of my deck because it's mostly used for its ability. 2/1 is terrible stats for 2-cost. Just add that ability to probably the mole because it's meant to die. Yeah, the mole is intended to die, so I expect it to die the most. I might as well have it give bones when it dies. Now, I guess that does get rid of the possibility to synergize it with the Alpha. But the Alpha and the mole don't have like the best synergy because the Alpha buffs cards that are directly next to it, and the mole is going to leap all over the place, so it might not be next to the Alpha. Anyways, game theory aside, let's think about this now. So they're going to get a Worker Ant. Their ants have Rampager. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Creatures in the way will be thrown behind it. So I am going to build my own Worker Ant right here and start attacking him because his ant is going to attack and then move, and then I'll be able to deal a little damage to it. Yeah, let me take a squirrel so I can summon the Warren. That's going to be right here. So now I get a rabbit into my hand, which could be a free blockade card and probably a sacrifice. I don't have much use for the rabbit right now, though. I'll let it ride. So they swap, and then it moves. Oh, that's not how I expected it to work. Well, anyway, let me take the mole for my deck. I can now plop down the rabbit, and then the mole, which will block the Worker Ant. And hopefully give me enough bones in due time. There goes another unit. And I have only 4 bones, so I can't play the Alpha. So what I need to do is just place down the squirrel, so the squirrel can give me the 5th bone, which will let me play the Alpha. And then hopefully I can like do something. So I'm gonna put the Alpha down here and then the squirrel next to it. So the squirrel's attack, so actually the Alpha is quite a powerful card, killing off his stuff, leaving my stuff alive. So the Alpha is the strongest unit in my deck. It is the Alpha after all, but still my deck is not that great. This is way worse than a normal starter deck. So this is going to be a very tough challenge. I need to find something ASAP that will help me. Maybe I want something that has a higher bone or blood cost now. Like maybe I want a 3-cost because I can flood the board decently, but I can't get anything of substance down. I'm going to take a 3-coster, a Grizzly, sure. It's just I stall until I get the Grizzly. That has to be the strat. Ooh, its bleeding yields 3 blood if you can ignore the bleeding. Yeah, I'm going to take the Black Goat then. That's another way for me to easily summon the Grizzly. I sacrifice it, and that would be all I need to sacrifice in order to get down the Grizzly. Alright, so his units are flying, which is really bad because none of my stuff is gonna die, and therefore I am never going to get bones. Here's how I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna do the squirrel into the warren, and the warren is gonna go right in front of the raven egg. Then I can get the rabbit down and sacrifice the rabbit for a worker ant. Both of his units are gonna have flying, so neither of my units will ever be able to block any of his attacks. So I just need to get mine in the open lane and do a little bit of a damage race. And I'm gonna look for the grizzly. I found the grizzly. I could summon the grizzly right now with just the squirrel. Yeah, I would rather use the squirrel because then I can also get down the alpha, it would look like. So let's do that. And then sacrifice all 3. I'll just kill off the raven egg. It's basically the same both ways. I can now play the alpha and things are looking better. And then next turn we get him. Yeah, next turn we get him. Let's just take a squirrel for a free attack. There we go. So the grizzly is the game plan. Just get down the grizzly and win. Alright, I got the trapper. Now the pelts should cost normal because I don't have any modifier that increases the cost. I get a free pelt, and I only have 1 overkill, so I can't even buy the cheapest pelt. I guess it's just the rabbit pelt that's going down. Thanks for your business. It's just gonna be another stalling unit until I can wait for something good. Some more bone tokens. Or a black goat or a squirrel. I already have a black goat, but I think I'm gonna take it. It's not often that I have a single unit on the board that allows me to summon the black goat. I'm gonna go to the right because this has a sacrifice and a campfire. Both seem great. Okay, his birds jump out in front of my units. Good to know. I'm gonna get down the grizzly turn 1. He's summoning 2 attack power. Seems awfully annoying. A squirrel into black goat into grizzly on the edge. Don't really need to get down the mole. Should be solid. And both of his units fly, so I can't really block the attack, but it's good. The grizzly's about to win. Is there anything from my deck that can help me? No, an ant wasn't gonna help, or a squirrel wasn't gonna help either. Mole has no attack. Looks like an easy enough win. I'm happy to use a black goat to get through these early rounds while my deck is still weak. I feel like my deck is going to massively improve over time. Now, what's funny is that I do have the option to go back to the sack. I'm gonna say no to that. I think I'd rather sacrifice and maybe get something good here. A rattler's okay. A raven's not too bad. Cockroach might be worthwhile. Some undying unit might be really good for me. Yeah, especially since I'm about to approach a sacrifice, the cockroach is one of the best units I can get for that. Just placing undying on a genuinely valuable unit seems awesome. Warren ain't so bad either, though. Or I could put the cockroach on the warren. Crap. What do I want more? Because if I get the warren down with undying, isn't that infinite sacrifices? And then I don't have to rely on having a bunch of bones. So I'm going to sacrifice the cockroach to go on the warren. Yes, I think this is going to work out really well. An undying warren, just sacrifice machine. And then I won't need to rely on the black goat in order to get out my grizzly. Alright, so I could give some unit +1 power. The warren is interesting because it also has 0 attack. But the warren's going to be like my sacrificial creature. The warren is infinite. Having 1 attack on the warren means I will never run out of damage ever. I think for that reason, I will go for the warren. Just for actual infinite value. I don't think I'm going to buff it twice. Because, again, I don't want to risk losing the warren. It's a very powerful creature. Now, against the angler, this is going to be pretty tough. Grizzly may not cut it. What might cut it, though, is my infinite sacrifices. You bring fresh fish. Easy choose. I guess so. Alright. Something to smoke for the warren. Get you down right here. I have a rabbit. I cannot add any attack power to the board no matter what I do. So I will pass. Or defensive power. Okay, so he wants to pull my warren. how it works is that he pulls the last creature that I play. So, here's how I'm going to play this. I'm going to put down the squirrel and the rabbit. Sacrifice all for the grizzly. This is completely fine. Just get you down right here. It looks like it's going to pull the grizzly, but then I'm going to have it pull the alpha, but I don't want it to pull the alpha either. I actually want it to pull the rabbit pelt. And between all these, it'll tip the scales, and I guess he won't pull any of them anyway. But I guess I have 3 attacking units, which may not be for the best. Go fish, because now there's bait buckets in front of everything. I think it'll still be fine, though. Here's what's going to happen. Squirrel. And then, you know, I could sacrifice the alpha so I don't trigger these 2 bait buckets. Yeah, this seems like a really weird play. But in this game mode, it actually makes sense to take a little attack power off the board. Yeah, this seems really weird. I probably should have played things a little bit differently. But it's not the end of the world. I still kill a couple bait buckets. He gets the great white. Actually, I don't think it matters. Oh, it might matter a little. Well, Grizzly's about to attack. You know what? It might just barely be fine. Draw from the deck. Might as well take a mole. I think I'm about to win regardless. Sacrifice you for you. Get down the rabbit. Get down the mole, because why not? And I get 5 damage, so I guess this wins the fight. I think I was stressing out over nothing. Thankfully, my deck was strong enough to make it work, and now we got some promises. My candles are being relit. On to the next area. Grizzly's getting consistent. I could use another grizzly, though, in case my first one dies. So something strong. An amoeba is okay. A gek is kind of weak. The douse, with a question mark. When a card bearing the sigil is played, a chime is created on each empty adjacent space. A chime is defined as 0 power and 1 health. And I know that when one of the chimes is attacked, the douse gets a free hit on the unit that attacked it. I don't go for the douse often. Let's see how worth it really is. I think it works okay with my deck. I didn't hate the bone cost of the amoeba, though, either. Okay, between these 3, I will go for a trial. Because if I win the trial, I get a more powerful card than I would otherwise. Trial of Power. I need 4 combined attack power. Trial of Kin. 2 of the 3 drawn cards must be kin to pass. Trial of Wisdom. I must have at least 3 sigils. What about attack power? 1, 1, 4. I mean, if I draw the Grizzly, I win. And that's the only way I win. I could do some math. So the odds of not drawing the Grizzly are 6 over 7 times 5 over 6, which comes out to 5 over 7 times 4 out of 5, which is 4 out of 7. And then you subtract that from 1 to get the probability of success, which is 3 over 7. So if I pick the attack, I have a 3/7 chance to win. If I pick the sigils with 3... here's my issue with the sigils one. Wait, why do I have 2 grizzlies? What the fuck just happened? Wait, why do I have 2 alphas? Wait, what? What? Isn't this supposed to be the douse? Okay, well, I know the douse has 1 symbol. And actually, the douse has 2 attack. Okay, this bug is annoying. This card is definitely supposed to be the douse. I think the attack one is most likely. That was some complicated math. Let's try it. Trial of Power. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yes! Because I had the out of the douse, I felt a little better, but the Grizzly, the 3/7 chance to get it, we pass. Let's go. A Great White seems insane. A Pronghorn is not bad, or a Skink. So it's a 3-cost 4/2 that levels up after 1 turn, and it hides during my opponent's turn. I'm going to go Great White to add another threat to my deck. Now I have 2, the Grizzly and the Great White. Between these, I'll take a Squirrel. And then, I don't have any real duplicates, do I? I have a fake duplicate, because the douse does not want to show up. The Mycologist is tempting, but I doubt I'll get a duplicate for the Mycologist. But the thing is, if I fail the Mycologist, I get a duplicate of one of my cards, which is awesome. Which means that I probably want to go to the Mycologist. I just got to go through totem battles. Okay, so the birds move and push. That's not too difficult. I think I would like a turn 1 grizzly. I much prefer fast kills during these fights than the boss fights. The boss fights you can play a bit more methodically, and you can't really fast kill them. That doesn't quite work. Because they have 2 phases, and their second phase kind of negates my whole fast kill plan. Yeah, 5 damage seems pretty nice. Take me to mycologist. Here I could just grab like a 3 cost and hope for the duplicate. Thing is though, I'm going to have a lot of 3 cost in my deck, so things are going to start getting spicy. Let me think about this. How many 3 costs do I know of in the game? There's Grizzly, there's Great White, there's Moosebuck. Is there a 4th one? Maybe, but I can't think of it right now. I might be very likely to get a duplicate here. Let's go! It might have been a 2 out of 3 to get a duplicate, so that's what I love to see. We're going for the super Great White now. It is 2 of the same. It's going to become so powerful. It's just going to be an insta-kill as soon as I get this down. 8-4 with the potential to level up, as if 8-4 won't be enough. Yes, please. And it's time for a fight. Okay, so his elks hop out in front of my units when I play them. Elk fawns and porcupines. Won't be able to summon the Great White right away, but I think I have enough stalling that it'll be perfectly fine. So I go Squirrel into Warren. Into... Actually, wait a second. Watch this. Into Mole. Into Rabbit. Into Warren. Into Rabbit. Into Great White. Into a win. Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. The combo has been assembled. I have created Exodia. It's perfect. Turn 1 Great White. Without any items. Yes, yes, yes. Time to get rid of that rabbit pelt. Welcome into my deck. Maybe a black goat would be awesome for consistency. Hair pelts. I did not get a black goat, but I did get another cockroach. That could be quite good. Yeah, the Undying Cockroach has just so much good utility. Infinite Sacrifices. A little bit extra attack on something seems nice. Or +2 health. Ooh. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its health. Okay, it's still annoying that the Douse just doesn't exist, according to my deck. Maybe the Alpha? The Alpha is a great buffing unit. It would be nice to keep the Alpha alive longer than normal. So I think a 1-4 will be excellent on this. Now here's the thing. I wouldn't mind going for a 1-6. I don't hate if I lose the Alpha here. So I'm gonna push my luck. 1-6 is amazing. The fire warmed the weary Alpha and enhanced its health. You suspected the intentions of survivors were less than pure. With your Alpha in tow, you retreated into the woods. Okay, I'm starting to guess that there might not be a downside. I mean, if it's not a risk, my bad for assuming so, but it screams that there is a downside. Either way, I think the risk was worth it. Like, those survivors are hungry. At some point, they gotta eat, right? Alright, so this is a hand that is expensive. Here's how I will play this. I will drop a squirrel into a worker ant for this turn, let it be, and I think I'm just gonna use the squirrel in the bottle next turn. Right. Yeah, let's get that down here, and then I do need to use the squirrel in the bottle, and here's why. If I try to wait it out until next turn, I will be able to get the Great White down without having used the squirrel in the bottle, but I won't be fast enough to win. So here I need to get the Great White down right now to kill his Wild Bull, and then win next turn. So he doesn't even do any real damage, and now we get him. It is a Greater White. It's a 9-6. Awesome. What's in my deck? Alpha? Can I summon this? Let's go. 10 attack damage. Amazing. There we go. That's a lot of overkill. We're going to be seeing a lot more of that now. Another mycologist option. Wait, 2 mycologist options. Hold up. That's kind of insane. A back-to-back mycologist is amazing. Between these, I could get another worker ant. Bad news is combining worker ants can't be that good, right? But more HP on my ant is certainly a good thing. Or, hear me out, I could take the pronghorn, put it on the great white, or the grizzly. The grizzly might be better because the grizzly needs attack. And then I have 2 insta-kills. So actually, the pronghorn here seems better because I'm going to go to the left for a sacrifice. And then, I guess I don't sacrifice the cockroach, but that's fine. I put the pronghorn onto the grizzly because 4 attack isn't enough for an instant kill, but 8 attack is, which seems quite good. And now with the mycologist, I get a duplicate of one of my units, and what I want is the Warren. I don't have any duplicates. Please let me get another Warren. That's probably one of the most enabling cards in my deck. Oh. I don't have an Ouroboros. What if this isn't a glitch? What if the Douse, what I picked up, is actually a shapeshifter? And the Douse was never real. It's just a different card every time. Is that why there's a question mark? Because Ouroboros doesn't normally have a question mark. I didn't realize. I assumed the Douse always just had a question mark after its name, and because I'm not experienced with the Douse, but no, Ouroboros doesn't. Oh my god. Well, let's take this shapeshifter then. This seems fun. Sure, I don't get a duplicate this way, but it's a shapeshifter. Oh my god, it actually is. I have 3 great whites, allegedly. Oh my god, that is so cool. That is beyond cool. Alright, so his reptile's move is the Trapper, which seems brutal. So the grizzly should be quite good in this scenario. I don't like this hand too much. Oh, this is weird. I'm gonna start this off by dropping the smoke and dropping a worker ant. I do want to get the grizzly down, but how it's gonna happen is next turn. I'm gonna just draw another squirrel, plop down 2 squirrels, get the grizzly, and then put the alpha down for free. So I just let it ride like this. So his stuff all attacks. That's fine. I understand. So I'll take the squirrel. So again, the traps, what happens is when I kill it, the creature opposing it perishes as well, and then I get a pelt in my hand. So the grizzly hard counters the traps, just because it won't be directly in front of it. So here's how it's gonna go. Goodbye to all of you. Grizzly's gonna come down right here. I kill 2 strange frogs and block the 3rd one. I'm gonna hold on to the alpha. I want to make some different use of it later. So let's just let the grizzly do its thing and then move. I only take 1, which is perfectly fine. And I wanted to make sure that his trap doesn't go anywhere, or his strange frog doesn't go anywhere. Just stays in place. Then I wanted to take a squirrel so I could go alpha. Oh, it was a mimic. It was a shapeshifter. Its true appearance is frightening, even to me. What is this symbol? If a creature would attack a card bearing this sigil, it does not. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, well, it's about to die, unfortunately. What a cool unit, though. So I don't even need to place the squirrel now. And now all of his attacking stuff is dead. I lose this unit. But at least my grizzly lives to tell the tale. The wolf is on the way. I need to deal some damage fast. Something for my deck. Another alpha. Oh, this might... Well, is this the real alpha? I don't know. Let's see. It is! Okay, good. So I'm going to get 4 free attack with the grizzly here. The alpha will die, but the trap gets out of the way, so at least I get back on the board right now. So his wolf does not terrify me any longer. Good. Good, good, good. And keep digging through my deck. Cockroach. I'll do the cockroach. If I kill this trap, I get another pelt, which will be awesome for the second phase. And now I've taken full control of this fight. Yes. And between these, I'll go for a squirrel so I can more easily summon units once I gain them. About to get a ton of them, actually. The skinning knife turns. Let's trade. I've got 4 pelts. Such powerful creatures, choose wisely. Trade for what you can, and then the rest will stay and fight for him. So actually, I guess I can just win right now, come to think of it. I can take all of the units that are inside the attacking lanes of the Grizzly. So the Grizzly is just going to deal 8 damage and then win. So get owned. And between these, let me take another squirrel. So I'm going to go squirrel into squirrel into elk right here. I'm just going for maximum damage at this point. Squirrel into mantis here into cockroach here. Maximum damage. There we go. Another fight down. A lot of teeth at my disposal. I'm ready for some golden pelts if given the opportunity. It might not even happen, but I'm hoping it does. Perhaps one of these will entice me. Can I get another shapeshifter? Strange larva, no question mark. Amoeba or a Gek? The Gek is actually inspiring this time. A free unit that I can sacrifice for one of my 3 cost units would be quite good. As much as I like the strange larva, I'd rather just get down one of my 2 insta-kills. But on the other hand, it would be nice to have another threat in my deck, and this is merely a 1 cost. So I will go for the strange larva. Pine needles crunch beneath your feet. You drew in a breath of the fresh scented air. You were embraced by the woodlands. A trial? How wonderful. How absolutely wonderful. I need 4 attack power or more, 4 or more blood, or 5 or more bones. I feel like the attack power should be most achievable. Or, you know, if both my mimics are great whites, the odds are phenomenal. Let's try attack power. Let's see it. Maybe the shapeshifters will help me out here. Yep, awesome. Oh yeah, crushed it. Yeah, a 13 attack. Well owned. Between these, another cockroach. And it summons an ant in my hand. Seems quite good for my deck. Plus, it's a duplicate. I saw a mycologist this coming up. Might as well get a little bit more mileage out of the cockroach. And I am going to go towards the mycologist. There's also a trapper there. So maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get a trapper trader combo. Also, restocking my pack is nice. I could use scissors. And also, between these, I'm going to go with bones. I do have a couple bone creatures that may not be consistent, but that gives me the consistency I need. Okay, so his wolves have tails that will split off from their bodies when I attack them. So let's go. The question is, do I play my rabbit to block his porcupine? I think the answer is yes. Yes, but next turn I could draw something that I could, you know, actually play. Worst comes to worst, I can just play the bones. Maybe I'll just do the bones now. Yeah, bones make a little sense right now, actually, because what I can do is take them, play the alpha here, and then play the rabbit, giving myself better attack damage and also better defense. Because that alpha is not dying anytime soon. Let me draw from my deck. If I get a great white, I win. I did not. Strange larva is better than a rabbit, though. Let's do that. Okay, is in fact a strange larva. Little overkill, little damage. Rip my Warren. It all looks good here. I might as well get the Warren back down, kill off his wolf. I don't want to actually kill him this turn. I could get way more overkill next turn. So I'll just let this ride. Because the poop is about to level up. Oh, never mind. For some reason, I thought I wasn't dealing enough damage. I don't know where that came from. I thought there were 2 skills left, and I thought the poop only did 1. But maybe I saw. Alright, give me the golden pelt. Another? Yeah, a wolf pelt is fine. And that's enough. Nice pelt. So I need a trader. No, the trader's on the left side. Unlucky. At least I have a mycologist. I did bring 2 of the same. It is the cockroach, but honestly, that's not the worst thing. Or double shapeshifter. The shapeshifter then becomes an instant kill, because it'll be an 8-2 whenever it reveals its true form. That's such a powerful stat line. We gotta do the super shapeshifter. Hopefully that doesn't have some sort of negative consequences unforeseen, but it probably doesn't. And maybe it'll tell me if it is the shapeshifter based off of a normal card looking like a combined card. Okay, his wolves are stinky. All of my units in front of his wolves will have 1 fewer attack. I need to get down that strange larva ASAP. Okay, here's how I need to play this. Strange larva gonna go here. And I am going to use a wolf pelt to block his wolf. Funny how that happens. It's like almost cannibalism, but not quite. Because, simply put, that wolf cannot be dealing damage to me. And, I can't let that happen. I still can't let that happen. Just keep blocking. Oh god, it's getting scary. Oh, that mole is not going to block my Mothman because my Mothman has flight. Hell yes. I don't even know what I can draw. I think I just win no matter what right now. So I'll just draw from my deck. Maybe something good will come up. I can't even play the cockroach. I do just get him here. Very nice. Okay, I'm glad I added the extra threat to my deck. I will go for the trial. And statue. Is that my first statue area? It's not going to be too exciting then, is it? Trial power. I know that's quite good. Trial of kin, less good. Trial of bones, also less good. Power is my only shot, but with these pelts in my deck, I don't feel too great about it. I have to hit Grizzly, Great White, or Mimic. But still, it can happen. All I needed is to hit one of them. Hey, there we go. I hit one of them. I hit 2 of them. Easy. A Rattler. An Elk Fawn. I might go for Elk Fawn. Or a Bifurcating Ringworm. Yeah, that's worthless. Elk Fawn seems great, because it's kind of infinite as well, and it's a 1-cost unit. 1-cost units are just great. Let's do it. Now, let's see. Did I have half of a statue? I didn't, but look at this. One of them's the Undying Sigil. If I get the Undying Sigil with another good statue head, that'd be awesome, but I doubt there will be a chance. It seems like that's just going to be sitting there taunting me. Wait, no, there is another statue! Yes! Hooray! I will get Undying something. Fight time. Okay, another strange larva's come down, I think. But first I'll do the Warren. Got a coyote, and a rabbit on the way. That's not too bad. Here's how I'm going to go then. I'm going to go squirrel into Warren here. Into a strange larva behind the stump. Because the stump doesn't block flight. And my larva is going to have flight. Then I can put the wolf pelt to block his coyote. And I should have enough of a blockade to keep me alive for the next while. Because the Warren is Undying. And then the squirrels will also enable me to keep playing the Warrens. And also to continue blocking the coyotes. And then once I make it to Mothman, I win. So looking good there. And it's power time. Just one last play just to be safe. Just in case this somehow bites me. Also notice the ring on my finger. Interesting. Well, there's the win. I think I want any card. I like the certainty of this a lot more than the blood cost. Ooh, an Elk Fawn. It's also a good card, and maybe there will be a chance for a Mycologist. However unlikely, it's still a very good card. No Mycologist, but that's okay. At least I will get a statue head. What to get rid of? Probably cockroach. So let's do it. On to what? I could have an Undying Golden Pelt. That doesn't seem half bad. An Undying free unit is actually very good. And plus it makes for a great meme. The Undying Pelt. It wasn't alive to begin with. Let's do it. It's perfect. And yeah, there was no way I was going to sacrifice it because, I mean, we're getting close to the final boss fight. What head am I getting? Hopefully it's something of something I have. So it's either reptiles or insects. I think I go insect here just to be safe. Because at least for sure I get the ant with this. But, honestly, The Mothman being undying, I don't think will matter. I haven't had it die once, and I don't plan for it to die in the future. So I doubt that'll change anything. At least this way, I have another weak unit that becomes undying. Okay, his wolves are stinky. It's the prospector, so at the end of the first phase, he turns all of my cards into gold. Should be worth noting. Oh, a lot of good stuff to begin with here. Okay, he's got a regular wolf to begin with. That is tough. Here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna go smoke into Warren coming down here. Is the Mimic, which ain't that bad, actually. It's not that bad because I'm not sure, actually. I might just let it be right now, then. The thing is, I could end him this turn, but that would mean all my cards get turned into gold. I really don't want that. So here's how I'm going to play this instead. I'm going to go for a rabbit right now. Sacrifice it for the elk fawn. Get you down right here, because it's going to move out of the way. And with 5 damage right now, I'm going to relax. Not do the 6th point of damage, because I need something to get through his second phase, which I just don't have right now. So I will deal 5, he'll deal 3, and then I'll deal 4. And then I'll get him next turn no matter what. So, I do get him this turn. Now here's the thing, I need something better from my deck. Alpha's okay. I think now I will plop down the wolf pelt as a barricade for his wolf. Because I know that will be blocked. And then I can make my gold nuggets attack, possibly? At least I hope it works that way. Here we go. Yep, there's gold in them cards. At least I get bones for all this. The alpha will be able to be played. Yeah, you've struck gold. Between these, let's draw from my deck. Can't play anything this turn. I can only cut up one of my adversary's cards, not one of my own. I love how the scissors have glitter now. That looks sick. Yeah, get him. Looks spicy. I still want something better from my deck. Grizzly. Too bad I can't make that quite work. Oh, the Bloodhound's gonna level up and become more powerful. Yeah, that's scary. Alright, here's how I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go Alpha here into Rabbit Pelt, which, doesn't actually attack. Well, the gold nugget does attack, but that's not too hot. And his wolf being stinky means my alpha does not kill his wolf. How unfortunate. Still gotta end the turn. I may cut up one of his cards. Like, maybe I'll cut up the wolf. I will be able to get down the grizzly pretty soon, though. I just need another nugget to die. So I will take a squirrel from my deck. I think it makes a little sense to cut up his wolf. I could have done it last turn, but didn't. So then what's going to happen is that I will get a damage on him, he'll get 3 damage on me, and my gold nugget will be destroyed, and then next turn I can summon the grizzly. And the elk fawn. Might as well. And then hopefully I'll have enough damage to compete. Draw from these. Let's go. I don't know where I'm going to place the grizzly, though, is the issue. I could just place it in front of the bloodhound. Yeah, let me try something, actually. I'm going to go grizzly in front of the bloodhound. Even though it loses attack, it's not that bad. 3 attack is still good. And then what I can do with the squirrel and elk fawn is kill the pack mule and then let the grizzly deal 3 damage directly, really keeping me in this. And now I get more cards as well. That'll be wonderful. A mule and her pack. And I block the bloodhound. No, I don't. But it's fine because I dealt the damage. I'm still in this. Damn it. Let's go for squirrels instead. Between these, I'm going to go for an elk fawn right in front of the adder. And then the porcupine in front of the... Oh! Whoa. It's going to have 1 less attack. Awkward. Can I take my squirrel back? No, I cannot. Hopefully it doesn't matter. I'll still go porcupine, though. Because at least when the Bloodhound attacks the Porcupine, that will kill it. So it still dies regardless. Still a very tense fight. Okay, I got an elk now. I need something more still. Let me go with a... How about this? I will go Rattler to kill off his wolf with the 2 attack damage. And just another elk fawn right here. And now I'm officially in this. Taking control. I guess I could have won if I did the opposite order, but I don't think it changes a thing. Yeah, the Rattler's about to win it. It's perfect. So, good night. Thank you for playing. Come back another day. Whew. Tough one. I like how they scaled the bosses for which order you're facing them in. Phase 3 Prospector is a real challenge. Perhaps one of these will entice you. Oh, yeah. Amalgam's okay. Child 13's also okay. And Mantis God... Listen, I can't turn down the Mantis God. It's unethical to do so. Never, ever, under any circumstances, should turn down the Mantis God. Maybe except for, like, you know, really rare circumstances, but come on. Oh. Oh. There is a trader option. Which means I'm going to lose my Undying Golden Pelt. But honestly, that's not the biggest deal ever. The question is, do I actually make the trade? Or do I maybe restock my pack? What I need is to prevent a disaster from happening. And what is good at preventing a disaster from happening? Items. Items are amazing at preventing disasters from happening. So I'm going to go with the items. Which seems shocking. The trader could make sense, is good, but having one of these could just bail me out of a really bad situation. So Black Goat. If I only have a 3-cost playable card in my hand and nothing else worthwhile, this can get out the 3-cost card. A Squirrel does something similar. If I only have a 3-cost playable card and not even a Squirrel in my hand, I can go Squirrel into Black Goat into 3-cost card. So, there we go. I have eliminated some potential for things to go bad. But, I mean, the trader is a good option as well. I don't know. We'll see what happens. This will be my final test. My deck has some good things, but this is a very losable fight still. Alright, his insects do what? Yeah, there's this flame. They're poisonous. His insects are poisonous. It's scary. Alright. Okay, so right now I can get down a turn 1 Great White. Now, I don't need the Black Goat to do so. Or I could. No, I could go for the Black Goat strategy. Yeah, now this makes sense to do the Black Goat. I'll keep the versatility of the Squirrel for the future. So I'm going to do a Smoke, into take the Black Goat, into play the Black Goat, and then Great White is going to go in this lane, so that when the Mole Man blocks it, I will kill the Mantis God behind it. Die. And it's a Greater White now, so let's draw through my deck. Mantis God, excellent. Undying Mantis God. Oh, that's even better. God, the Mantis God is so good. And hot. I love the Mantis God. You know what? I'm going to get the Mantis God down right now. I hope it doesn't bite me. It's undying, so it's pretty hard for it to bite me. I tip the scales, get the first candle out of the way. Things are looking good. Stumps. Oh, God. The worst is yet to come. Magnificent death cards. That's not too bad. Those are not that strong of death cards, to be honest. Let me keep drawing through my deck just so I know what I'm working with. Another Elk Fawn. He's holding that, just ready to do it. That's not great. At least I get 2 free damage. No, it did happen. He was just waiting to do it. Well, well, well. Not great. I'm gonna go for an Elk Fawn first. And then add another one to my hand. And I have the Squirrel, so I think that I will go for a second Elk Fawn. Because these will both level up. And the Mantis God does 2 damage, but I want the Mantis God in the middle. So this gold nugget will eventually be destroyed. Oh, he wants to hook. To that I say no. Rip that Elk Fawn. I'll draw now from my deck. So now, and only now, it is time for the Mantis God. Get it in the middle. This will be enough damage to wipe him out. And then I don't want him to pull the Mantis God just in case for some reason something goes wrong. So I'm going to make sure he pulls the Wolf Pelt. But I don't think anything will go wrong. I'd get him to the moon. Here we go. Moon phase. I have an endless Mantis God, so it's still possible. Here it comes. Thing is, he kills the Mantis God right away. I'm going to just draw squirrels nonstop right now. I have infinite value. I just need enough squirrels to support it. Ouch. But then again, if I could get down like the Grizzly, that would be phenomenal. Maybe I need something more powerful for my deck. Okay, Rabbit Pelt. Not too great. Does he attack the empty lane? No, only opposing spaces that are occupied by a creature. As weird as this is then, I'm going to pass. Just because I'm going to dig for something better in my deck. The Elk is just the only thing keeping the Moon from attacking me directly. I got the Grizzly. Excellent. Alright, so next turn I'll draw a Squirrel, and then I will go for the Grizzly. And the Grizzly's going to make things good. This is the tensest Moon fight yet, though. Admittedly, those pelts aren't so great, but they will make for excellent stalling creatures in the future. Alright, so there we go. Grizzly time, and that will stall for a long time. Yeah, that Moon's not getting through 6 HP. Hell no. And then I can play a Mantis God just to feel good about things. I'm going to go Mantis God here. And then I'm going to put a pelt here so the Grizzly doesn't move. It's time to get him. A cockroach would be a wonderful draw right now with all these bones I have. It would be pretty sweet. Show me the cockroach. Strange larva. Okay, I can't summon it yet, but soon. Alright, doesn't matter though. I'm about to win. Down to the wire, beating the Moon. This is my weakest deck to do it, but it did it. Do you have any idea? The consequences of destroying an astral body? No, of course not. Finish this. Alright. Add another win to the win bank. Things are looking good. Give me that overkill too, of course. Because we know it's going to matter. I just want my bone stack to be looking more magnificent. Or not bone stack. My bowl stack. Alright, whatever. There we go. Biggest attack for 12, 41 squirrel hard, 67 sacrifices made, and 13 misplays. What do I get? Entry number 3. I've been playing this new Inscryption now for a few days. Work has been unproductive. I emailed some of the other devs, kind of probing to see if they know anything about this without appearing crazy. No dice. The strange thing, this game is fun. Like, it's actually a good game, but stranger still, Leshy. He talks to the challenger almost as if he's talking to me. It's freaky, but not altogether unwelcome. I could use a friend. Spooky. No more cards. There's a flying ant. Okay, so it's just equal to the number of ants that is on my side. And the mud turtle. The first time mud turtle will take damage, prevent that damage. Very cool. Another starter deck. Oh, it's an ant starter deck with a skunk. Oh, that's going to be tough. I have to try that. All totem battles. All regular battles are replaced with totem battles for 20 challenge points. That will be cool to try out for challenge level 4. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this Inscryption's Kaycee's mod. More content to unlock soon. I will see you all in the next episode. Have a wonderful day and peace.